Daniel DeJesus from Rasputina.
This is an exclusive interview with COMA Music Magazine.
Both your singing voice and your cello playing are usually filled with vibrato. Do you think that your singing is a product of the cello, or the other way around, or neither?
My vibrato and my voice used to be really wide, and I think at some point, years later, after I started, we looked at the Pro Tools files, what the sounds look like, and the vibrato of the voice really matches the cello. So I think it's just me trying to get coordinated, and as time has passed, it's not so much like that, but that is how it started, yeah.
Now, have you ever been contacted by the Kennedy family over the song Rose K?
No, definitely not. I'm small potatoes to the Kennedys, and are there any left?
True, there's not many, are there? On the album Cabin Fever, the song PJ plus Vincent and Matthew and Bjork, it seems to poke a little fun at Bjork. How do you really feel about her?
I think she is amazingly talented, and she doesn't annoy me. I like her quirky ways, but I was jealous at the time of those two couples because, how nice for them all to have their fabulous careers and their wonderful styles and lives, and now they're all dating. It's jealousy.
I'm a huge fan of her.
Now, you were a strong advocate of John Kerry when he ran for president at the end of George W. Bush's first term, and you managed to metaphorically express politics in some of your songs. Do you ever get the urge to express your contempt in layman's terms in your songs?
To be straightforward,
right.
An opinion? No, because I don't think it would be as effective if I said it straight out. If something is open-ended, no matter what the subject matter, there's more ideas that can be made. It's more fertile.
After touring with Marilyn Manson, Rasputina seemed to develop a darker electronic sound, but then after having your kid, you seem to have toned that down a bit. To what extent is the music that you write influenced by your personal life?
I would say it's influenced by a huge amount, because I'm a lot influenced by what I read, and what I read has probably influenced my personal life. And coming from a classical background, I did once I was exposed to rock music in the rock world, I wanted to know what makes rock music tick, and how does it work, and how do you construct it. And so I got into that for quite a while. And also my old drummer, Jonathan Beast, was a rock guy, and that's what I played with for a long time. So those are those influences. And I just don't want to hear rock music now, or I don't want to hear cymbals. I make what I like to hear. And
pretty good explanation. Alright, now Daniel, you were an avid fan of Rasputina for a long time growing up. What is it like to look at the group through a fan's eyes, being in the band now?
It's still very exciting because even though I worked on the records, just a hook, and being a part of the band, I can totally ask for a copy. I still went to my local record shop, and I went out the first day I was released and I bought my copy, and a part of me wanted to say, I want the CD, but I don't even know. For me, it's just Rasputina in itself, and all of Melora's work for me has been such a huge inspiration. To now be able to lend my skills to it is really an honor. So I'm very happy to I still get those fan jitters because of, I'm like, she's right here, she's on. No, it's really fun.
Now the absence, well, you kind of spoke about this already, but the absence of drums and heavily distorted cello have been noticed on the latest CD. Is this a permanent direction for you, I'm guessing?
The difference in the drums is a huge relief to me, and I think that these kind of drum sounds complement the cello and go with the cello, and I have found that I can be heavy with my writing, and I don't necessarily need, effects and, harsh, unnatural sounds, but I can still be heavy with natural sounds, and that seems pretty cool.
I felt that the drums on Sister Kinderhook were perfect for the album, just because the album had a very strong colonial theme. So there's all these different things that are involved. I guess with that, the simple drums effect, I think, was very much excellent for the sake of context and for it being a part of an album that was all about that natural sound. And the theme was so strong, so it just made sense, I think.
Okay, great. Since you obviously have had or still have an interest in electronic industrial music, have you ever wanted to have more remixes of your work done?
Yes, I think that is something that has a lot of potential. Joe Bashara, do you know who that is? He's a really great, he does sound design for horror movies, and he produced Frustration Plantation. He did a remix of Sweetwater, and this is what I like to hear in a remix. He took some, like a phrase that's buried in there, and really made something new out of hidden information. I think that's cool.
Okay.